Good. Perfect.
Hi everyone, welcome to our fourth quiz night evening. We have a very special guest with us tonight, Tania Whatley. Tania was one of the narrators and on the show. Which Joseph did you work with, Tania?
I worked with quite a few. So I worked with David Anthony back in 1991. I worked with Richard Swearen back in 1996. Recently, Mike Holloway and myself have just done like a concert version celebrating 50 years called Brothers Beyond.
Yep.
And I covered on many occasions between 96 into 2000 and whatever, while, covering people off sick as narrator.
Oh, fantastic. Yes, I actually managed to get to see you in Liverpool.
Uh-huh.
That was a great night.
Good. And then
Brothers Beyond, yes.
For Bill Kenwright.
Yes. So hopefully everybody's joining us. If you are, have you got your pens and paper to hand and no Google? See if there's anybody joining us. Give them a chance to all log on and find all the notifications. Ah, there we go. Hey guys, how are we doing? Who's here? So my sister should be joining us. She was sitting at her computer waiting for us to log on. Hi Ryan. Anybody? Hey, there's Fiona. Hello. Hopefully a few others will hop on.
Maybe we should do some Joseph songs while we're waiting.
So how have you managed to get through lockdown, Tania? What have you been up to?
Riding my bicycle. I've done 300 miles.
Wow.
Exactly. So me and my son have been going out every single day, and because I also teach Pilates as well as teaching a lot of Lambda, so I'm quite a fit sort of person. So we've just been getting out and about, and because my son makes films as well, we've been getting a bit of footage and we've been out and about at the same time.
Brilliant. Oh, I'm so glad you've been able to get out and do stuff.
Yeah.
That's really good. And have you got any other projects or anything that's on the go?
I was supposed to do a murder mystery online and as an actress tonight, but that got cancelled. Well, postponed for another couple of weeks. So like a murder mystery online event as well coming up.
Excellent. That sounds like a lot of fun.
It is.
Yeah. I've never done a murder mystery night. I've only ever heard about them.
Yeah, well, I do them all the time, normally at hotels, but because the hotels are shut, so obviously you can't do that at the moment. So I'm trying to do an online one instead.
That sounds brilliant. Yes, Ryan, I haven't forgotten. I did say to you I would write a quiz especially for you, and that will get done. Is there anybody else joining us? We've just got Ryan and Fiona so far. Well, what we can do is we can get started and then others can join in later.
Yeah.
As we talk, hi, I'm only for a short while as watching, all right. Thank you. Thanks, Sam. Right, okay, so we'll start off then. The first round tonight is a Disney round. So question 1, in what year was Mickey Mouse created? That's question 1, in what year was Mickey Mouse created?
So moving on to question 2, who are Donald Duck's 3 nephews? So who are Donald Duck's 3 nephews?
And question 3, what was the name of Donald Duck's pet dog? Question 3, what is the name of Donald Duck's pet dog?
So moving on to question 4, in Disney Pixar's Monsters, Inc., There is nothing more toxic or deadly than what? So in Disney Pixar's Monsters, Inc., there is nothing more toxic or deadly than what?
And question 5. In the animation film Sword and the Stone, what was the wizard's name? So question 5. In the animation film Sword and the Stone, what was the wizard's name?
Question 6. Who originally published the Snow White fairy tales? Who originally published the Snow White fairy tales?
And question 7. In the animation film Robin Hood, which animal was the narrator? In the animation film Robin Hood, which animal was the narrator?
Question 8. Jodie Foster starred as the character Casey Brown in which Disney film? So Jodie Foster starred as the character Casey Brown in which Disney film?
And question 9. Herbie goes what? Question 9. Herbie goes what?
Question 10. In the film The Ugly Dachshund, what was the breed of the other dog? So in the film The Ugly Dachshund, what was the breed of the other dog?
And bonus, where is the original Disney park located? Where is the original Disney park located? If you've got a pen and paper, can you write your answers down rather than pop them into the chat, please? And I'll give you a few minutes to, it's 1 point for each question. Your bonus question is worth 5 points. So when you're ready, we'll give you the answers for the first round. If you could just put a comment in the comments that you're ready, and we'll go through the answers for the Disney round. That's okay, Victoria. And does anybody need any repeating? Is there any questions that needs to be repeated? Oh, I'm ready for this round, yes. Okay, so we'll go with the question 1. The answer is, in what year? Oh, sorry, yeah. In what year was Mickey Mouse created? And the answer is 1928. What year was Mickey Mouse created? And that was 1928. So if you've got that correct, give yourself 1 point.
Number 2. Who are Donald Duck's 3 nephews? Answer: Huey, Dewey, and Louie. So the answer is Huey, Dewey, and Louie. That's a bit of a mouthful. Huey, Dewey, Louie. It's a tongue twister.
Some of the stories. And question 3. What is the name of Donald Duck's pet dog? And that's Pluto. What is the name of Donald Duck's pet dog? And that's Pluto. Hi, Jordan. Question 4, Tanya?
So Laura, are you giving the answers to question 3?
I've just done it.
You've gone very quiet. I can't hear you at all.
Oh. Are you able to hear me, Adam?
Still can't hear you at all. So I don't know if anyone else can hear you. So maybe I will give the answer to question 3. Which, what is the name of Donald Duck's pet dog? Answer, Pluto. So pet dog's name, Pluto. Question 3. So Laura, I still can't hear you. Can you hear me? Wave if you can hear me. You can hear me, but I can't hear you.
Oh.
So I think
Adam can hear me.
I've given the answer to question 3, and the answer is Pluto. So question 4, over to Laura.
In Disney's Pixar Monsters, Inc., there is nothing more toxic or deadly than what? And that's a human child. You're not getting me at all, Tanya. Oh dear.
So moving on to question 5. I still can't hear Laura, so I'll go on to question 5. In the animation film Sword in the Stone, what was the wizard's name? The answer is Merlin. So answer to question 5, wizard's name is Merlin.
And question 6. Who originally published the Snow White fairy tales? Who originally published the Snow White fairy tales? And that's Brothers Grimm.
So over to Laura for question 6. I still can't hear Laura at all, so I'll let you give the answer to question 6. Who originally published the Snow White fairy tales? Answers, Brothers Grimm. So who published Snow White fairy tales? Brothers Grimm.
And question 7, in the animation film Robin Hood, which animal was the narrator? And that was the rooster. In the animation film Robin Hood, which animal was the narrator? And that was the rooster.
So moving on to question 7. What was in the animation film Robin Hood? What was the animal as the narrator? Answer, rooster. So the narrator was the rooster.
And question 8. Jodie Foster starred as the character Casey Brown in which Disney film? That's Candleshoe. Jodie Foster starred as the character Casey Brown in which Disney film? And that's Candleshoe.
Moving on to question 9. Herbie goes what? Herbie goes bananas. answer to question 9 is bananas. Not sure if you can hear me, Laura, but I can't hear you at all. You can hear me, but I can't hear you. So I'm giving the answer to question 9. Herbie goes bananas.
So I'll do 10.
Question 10.
In the film Ugly Dachshund, what was the breed of the other dog? And that was a Great Dane. So your answer to question 10 is a Great Dane.
And for a bonus question, where is the original Disney park located? California, would you believe it? 17th of July, 1955, before we were all born. So the answer is California in 1955.
So if you tally up your points, you'll get 15 points maximum for that round. Remember, it's 1 point for questions 1 to 10 and 5 for your bonus. Adam's doing a lovely impression of the Seven Dwarfs.
Tanya, can you hear me?
So the next round is food and drink. Again, you've got questions 1 to 10 and your bonus is worth 5. So question 1, what variety of plums are used to make plum wine? What variety of plums are usually used to make plum wine?
So I think Laura's going to start with question 1. Off you go, Laura. Still can't hear you.
Oh, I just done it. Question 2.
Okay, I'll do question 1 then. Where was Queen frontman Freddie Mercury born? So where was Queen's frontman Freddie Mercury born?
Oh dear, poor Tanya's just not hearing me at all. Tanya's just started the general knowledge round, so we'll do that one. So the question 1 for that one was, where was Queen's frontman Freddie Mercury born? It's the general knowledge round. Question 1, where was Queen frontman Freddie Mercury born? And question 2, Statue of Liberty was a gift to the USA from which country? Statue of Liberty was a gift to the USA from which country?
Moving on to question 3. Who is Reg Dwight better known as? So what's his real name? Who is Reg Dwight better known as?
Here we go. So I'm doing question 4, Tanya. I'll do 4, Tanya. So where can you find the first iron bridge ever built? Where can you find the first iron bridge ever built?
I can't hear her. I'm sorry. So moving on to question 5. What was the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles' favourite food? What was the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles' favourite food?
And question 6, which country has the longest coastline in the world? Which country has the longest coastline in the world?
Go to her emails, you can probably see it to text her. She emailed me on your emails, on my emails, on your computer. Moving on to 7. Which former Top Gear presenter is known as the hamster? I definitely know this one. Which former Top Gear presenter is better known as the hamster?
And question 8. With 4,042 lines and 29,551 words, which is Shakespeare's longest play? With 4,042 lines, 29,551 words, which is Shakespeare's longest play?
So now question 9. The United Nations was formed in 1945. What organisation did it replace? So the United Nations was formed in 1945. What organisation did it replace?
And question 10. Which nuts are used to make Sorry, I'll start that again. Which nuts are used to make marzipan? Which nuts are used to make marzipan?
Big ones.
And a bonus question. The answer to question 9 was founded by who? So the answer to question 9 about the United Nations was founded by who?
And for those of you wondering what I'm laughing at, we can hear Adam, who's hosting this, in the background. And every so often we get little comments. So, anybody need any questions repeated for that one? Anybody want anything repeated?
Tanya, can you hear me, love?
Oh, is it not Laura? Adam is there, get an email after it. So, over to questions. The answers for question 1. Who was the Queen former frontman? Where was the Freddie Mercury originally born? He was actually born in Zanzibar, Tanzania. So the answer, Zanzibar, Tanzania.
And question 2.
Freddie Mercury born in Tanzania, in Zanzibar. Answer question 2. Over to you, Laura. Still can't hear you at all.
Oh, bless you. Statue of Liberty was a gift to the USA from which country? And that was France. The Statue of Liberty was a gift to the USA from which country? And that was France.
Answer to question 3. Who is Reg Dwight better known as? Answer, Elton John. So Reg Dwight known as Elton John.
And
Answer 4 over to Laura.
Yep, question 4. Where can you find the first iron bridge ever built? Where can you find the first iron bridge ever built? And there is an iron bridge near Telford in Shropshire. Question 5, Tanya.
Cool. So over to Laura for the fourth question. Where can you find the first iron bridge ever built? And the answer is Iron Bridge near Telford in Shropshire. So answer to question 4, Iron Bridge near Telford in Shropshire.
And question 5, what was the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles' favourite food? And that's pizza. What was the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles' favourite food? And that's pizza.
He's going to log you out at the end of this round, and then you're going to try and log back in. I'll sit here and edit some code.
So moving on to question 6. Which country has the longest coastline in the world? The answer, Canada. Longest coastline in the world, Canada.
And question 7, which former Top Gear presenter is known as the hamster? Which former Top Gear presenter is known as the hamster?
Jeremy Clarkson.
Question 8. Which Shakespeare is the longest play with the longest amount of words? And the answer is Hamlet. So question 8, answer is Hamlet.
And question 9, the United Nations was formed in 1945. What organisation did it replace? And that's the League of Nations. The United Nations was formed in 1945. What organisation did it replace? And that's the League of Nations.
And the last question, question 10. Which nuts are used to make marzipan? Answer, almonds. So question 10, almonds make marzipan. Delicious too, on Battenberg cake, marzipan.
Oh, it's lovely. And the bonus, the answer.
So Laura does the bonus question.
The answer to question 9 was founded by who? And that's Woodrow Wilson. So the answer to question 9, which is the League of Nations, and it was founded by Woodrow Wilson. So again, you get 1 point for each question for that one, 5 points for your bonus, and it'll give you a total of 15 points for that round. Okay, so our next round is food and drink. So your question 1 is what variety of plums are used to make
Oh,
plum?
I can hear you again. Hurrah!
Yay, there you go.
Tania,
welcome back.
Could you hear me?
Yes, the whole time.
I couldn't hear you at all, not once.
Oh, well, you're back now, so that's excellent.
Don't worry, it was a blessing in disguise.
Was it? So I think we're on to, we've done the Disney round, we've done general knowledge. You must be on food and drink, Laura, is that right?
We are, yes.
Hurrah!
Yay!
Hey!
So yeah, food and drink. Oh, Fiona's saying she scored 6 for that one. Sam, are you scoring? Victoria? So we'll go on to the food and drink, and question 1 is what type of plums are used to make plum wine? What variety of plums are used to make plum wine?
Big plums.
Yep.
Question 2. What type of pastry are profiteroles made from? What type of pastry are profiteroles made from?
And question 3. What type of fish are Arbroath smokies? Question 3. What type of fish are Arbroath smokies?
Laura, is this
Hello.
a Scottish themed question?
It does seem to be Scottish theme, I do agree. Oh, I don't know. Moving on to question 4. What is the main vegetable ingredient of moussaka? So what is the main vegetable ingredient of moussaka?
And question 5. How many litres in a magnum of champagne? Question 5. How many litres in a magnum of champagne?
Enough that if you drunk it, you're hitting the floor.
Pretty much.
Question 6. What type of beans are used to make baked beans? Ooh. What type of beans are used to make baked beans?
And question 7. What berry is used to make gin? Question 7. What berry is used to make gin?
Question 8. Quite a long question, this one. Which cocktail consists of tequila, orange liqueur, lime juice, often served with salt on the rim of the glass? So which cocktail consists of tequila, orange liqueur, lime juice, served with salt on the rim of the glass?
And question 9. Devils on horseback are prunes stuffed with almonds and wrapped in what? Devils on horseback are prunes stuffed with almonds and wrapped in what?
Question 10. What does HP stand for in HP sauce? So what does HP stand for in HP sauce?
And on to your bonus question here. The bonus one is answer to question 10. Why is this sauce named HP? So in your answer to question 10, why is this sauce named HP? So does anybody need any questions repeated? Everybody a few seconds to answer. Have you got much planned for your weekend, Tanya?
Yes, probably more bike rides. You know the expression, an apple a day keeps the doctor away. At the moment, it's a bike ride a day keeps the doctor away.
Yeah, pretty much. Absolutely.
Yeah, I think I'm going to have thunder thighs by the end of this lockdown, that's for sure.
Excellent. So, well, doesn't look like I don't know. No, I need another drink though. You can grab one in a second. Excellent. Right, so we'll go through the answers for the food and drink, and then Fiona can grab herself another drink before we start the final round. So, question 1, what variety of plums are used to make plum wine? And that's Victoria. What variety of plums are used to make plum wine? And that's Victoria.
Question 2, what type of pastry are profiteroles made from? Answer, choux pastry. Profiteroles, answer, made from choux pastry, but not this sort of choux.
And there were me thinking it was made by boot pastry.
Yeah.
Question 3. What type of fish are Arbroath smokies and their haddock? An Arbroath smoky is from haddock.
Question 4. What's the main vegetable ingredient of moussaka? Aubergine. Great purple aubergine. So aubergine answer to question 4.
And question 5. How many litres in a magnum of champagne? And it's 1.5 litres. Could you imagine trying to drink 1.5 litres of champagne? I don't think you'd get up off the floor.
Drink it with a straw.
That sounds like worse. We wouldn't see you for about a year. So your answer to question 5 is 1.5 litres.
So, question 6. What type of beans are used to make baked beans? Haricot beans. So, answer to question 6. Baked beans are made of haricot beans. Imagine if you had the magnum of champagne and then the baked beans. What sort of state you would be in?
Well, you know what they say. Beans, good for your heart. The more you eat, the more you...
Yeah, absolutely. Need the toilet.
All them
My sister has just said that, yes, she can drink a magnum of champagne. Wow. You're doing better than me there, Fiona, because you wouldn't see me for a week. Question 7. What berry is used to make gin? And that's juniper berry. So what berry is used to make gin? And it's juniper berry.
Question 8. Cocktails. Now, what cocktail consists of tequila, orange liqueur, lime juice, and often with salt on the rim of the glass? Answers margarita. So the answer to question 8, margarita.
Question 9. Devils on horseback are prunes stuffed with almonds and wrapped in what? And it's bacon. So devil on horseback are prunes wrapped in almonds. Read that again, Laura. Devils on horseback are prunes stuffed with almonds and wrapped in bacon.
Question 10. I've learned something with this question. What does HP stand for in HP source? Would you believe it? Houses of Parliament. So HP source, Houses of Parliament.
And your bonus question is, why is it named Houses of Parliament as an HP? And your answer is, it's the original recipe for the HP sauce was invented and developed by a gentleman called Frederick Gibson Garton from Nottingham. And he registered, the sauce was then registered because it was used in the Houses of Parliament by a chef in the restaurant. And it became known as HP sauce. That's how the politicians named it. It didn't have a name. It was just a sauce that was served in the restaurant. And they said, oh, give us some of that HP sauce. And that's how it was recognised. And that, did I put the date back? Yes, I did. That dates back to 1895.
1895. Golly gosh. I wonder if it had the same ingredients as it does now.
It's supposed to, yes.
Is it?
Yes. Although it's
now molasses. Molasses sugar makes it dark brown. Is that not right?
It is, yes. But it's now also made in the Netherlands. Because when it's the Heinz took over the company?
Yeah.
And yeah, they moved their headquarters to the Netherlands, but it is supposed to still be the original recipe of 1895.
Which is why, if you think the packaging, it's got the House of Parliament on the front, hasn't it?
It's correct.
Building.
If you also look on the top of the label, it's got the Queen's crest as well.
Crest.
14, yes it does. Yes, there you go, Fiona. See, told you. She's obviously gone and checked the bottle in the cupboard.
Now here's a question for you though. If you were to have, are both you meat eaters, vegetarians? What is the situation for you two?
I don't eat much meat, but I'm not totally vegetarian. I like my fish.
Okay. Would you eat a bacon sandwich or a sausage sandwich?
Yeah, but not very often if someone made it for me.
Okay. Okay, so hypothetically, we've got a situation, you both got a bacon sandwich, right? Would you have ketchup on it or HP sauce?
I would go for ketchup, or if it was, I might even do lettuce and tomato, make it BLT.
Oh yeah, with a bit of mayonnaise.
Yeah.
If it's just bacon, I have ketchup.
Right.
If it's BLT, I have mayonnaise.
Right.
But if it's bacon and egg, I have brown sauce.
Ooh. See, I'm the other way. If it had an egg in it, I'd have ketchup.
We're going to have an interesting time when we come up to yours for this barbecue.
Well, I've had a barbecue every day since I've built that barbecue. People think I come from Texas now, the size of it. I've had to pretty much remove my entire garden.
Wow. You've been having fun. Make the most of it.
Anyway, I'll see you in a bit. I'll go again.
Okay. Right. So, is anybody wanting to grab a very quick drink or a 5-minute comfort break before we do the final round?
I think Fiona's gone and popped the lid off her Magnum. She'll be back in a bit.
She could very easily have done. And if she's handing out the cocktails, I won't say no to that. Yeah. She's a very, very, very good cocktail maker.
What's your favourite cocktail?
Toss up between a Blue Lagoon or a Woo Woo.
Oh,
I'd say pina colada.
Oh, yeah, I do like the pina colada.
Yeah, because it's kind of creamy. I like my creamy.
Or a Long Island iced tea. I quite like those.
No, I've never tried a long iced tea. Sorry, Fiona, what are you saying yes to? Well, quickly grab a drink. Go on then.
What about the guys at home? What are they getting to drink? I wonder what they're going to get. What is their tipple of choice if they drink?
What would you have, Victoria, if you had a choice of any cocktail? What would you have? See, there you go. We've got quite a good party going here, Adam, between your barbecue and the cocktails flowing.
Now one time I was performing. It's my first performance in New York, right? And after the show, I had never had a Long Island iced tea before, but I met these doctors in a bar, and they said, "Hey, what are you drinking?" And at the time, I just said, "Oh, I'll have a gin and tonic." And they went, "Oh, no, let me get you a Long Island iced tea." So I'm tasting it for the first time, but it doesn't taste very alcoholic. So I'm just drinking away, and they kept coming. By the end of the night, bearing in mind I hadn't danced for the best part of 10 years, Saturday Night Fever came on the radio in this club, and I ended up dropping down into the splits and doing the whole John Travolta routine.
And could you walk the next morning?
What was that, sorry?
Could you walk the next morning?
I could walk, but with a limp.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, you got that question right before me, because that was the first thing I thought of was, can you still walk?
Was your voice a bit higher?
Good run for his money of playing Pharaoh.
Yes.
Victoria's saying Tequila Sunrise is her favourite, and we've got a Margarita, another favourite.
And a Woo Woo and a Mia Tia. I've not heard of that one.
Is it
Where's
Tia
that?
Maria, I wonder?
A Mai Tai.
A Mai Tai, yes. That sounds interesting. So we'll go on to the final round. This is a Joseph round. And last week, whereas we gave you a lyric and you had to work out the line after it, this week you're now working out the line before it. So the line that we give you from a lyric of a song, you have to work out what is the line before what we give you. So, number 1, I was left alone. So what would be the lyrics before that? I was left alone.
Number 2, thanks to the number of children he had. So number 2, thanks to the number of children he had. I can't say it in words. I can't have to do it in the rhythm. I used to sing it.
was going to say that this was, yes, this one was likely to end up being a singing round. So yes, Fiona's saying you pronounced that right, Adam. Maya Tia, is that what you said?
Mai Tai.
There you go. Yeah, you're doing better than me. So, question 3. But one thing we are sure about. What was the line before this one? But one thing we are sure about.
Question 4. When I think of his last great battle. When I think of his last great battle.
And question 5. Instead of my name. What would be the line before instead of my name?
Give them my neighbours.
You're terrible. You are so terrible.
Question 6. High in the sky, I saw birds overhead. High in the sky, I saw birds overhead.
And question 7. But I don't have a clue. Question 7. But I don't have a clue.
When is the release date for Joseph?
When is the release date for Joseph? Have you got one for us now?
That was the line before, but I don't have a clue.
Question 8. All that we want to about you. All that we want to about you. With a bit of a sway. All that we want to about you.
Now here we go. Question 9. How bien, raise your berets. How bien, raise your berets.
And lastly, question 10. Sure as the tide wash the golden sand. Sure as the tide wash the golden sand.
We thought this one would be a hard round this week, Victoria. Does anybody want anything repeated? And your bonus, can you name all the song titles to the lyrics from questions 1 to 10? Some of them are the ones you've actually got to sing the whole song through your head to get to that.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I think question 1 is probably the easiest.
Yes, 1 and 5.
Yeah.
And hopefully, if I haven't got it muddled up, give you a bit of a clue. It should, from 1 to 10, give you pretty much a rundown of this storyline of Joseph. If I've done it correctly. Does anybody want anything repeated? Are you ready for your answers?
Are you going to sing them this week, Laura?
No. He's determined. See, every week we've done this, Tanya.
Yeah.
They've been absolutely determined they're going to have me singing live on air.
Well, should I start with number 1, singing that number 1 answer?
I think you should sing all the way through, love.
There it goes. The colours faded into darkness. I was left alone. So question 1 is the colours faded into darkness is the answer.
There you go, Tanya. I'm going to let you take this round because you did that absolutely beautifully. Thank you.
Let's have a think. Number 2. Joseph was the founder of a whole new nation thanks to the number of children he had. So, Joseph was the founder of a whole new nation thanks to the number of children he had.
Oh my word, my sister's telling me to go on, sing. Now she does know that I can sing, but she knows that I can also go very flat at the same time. Oh.
Question 3. Shall I keep going? Answer to question 3. But one thing we are sure about, we brothers do not know, or something like that.
Yep.
So answer to question 3, we brothers do not know. Question 4, when I think of his last great battle, like peace and love never die. So like peace and love never die, or somewhere around there for notes.
Just give me a number instead of my name. That was a bit flat, but that is a hard one to sing.
We've got you to sing.
So,
Question 6. There I was standing with baskets of bread. High in the sky, I saw birds overhead. So question 6. There I was standing with baskets of bread. High in the sky, I saw birds overhead.
now this one I know I cannot sing, but I don't have a clue. So you've got, well, I know that the kings ain't stupid, but I don't have a clue. Thank you, Ryan.
Number 8. Joseph, how can we ever say all that we want to about
you? There you go. See, that's an easy one.
Joseph, how can we ever say all that we want to about you? Question 8, that was. Trying to think of the key of this one. Where have they gone? Where did they go? Eh bien, raise your beret. So the answer is, where have they gone? Where did they go?
Where did they go? Rayan, raise your beret. Just about.
To those Canaan days.
To those Canaan days. And number 10. Benjamin is on his desk, coconuts. So
Yeah,
the answer is, Benjamin is on his desk, coconuts.
Oh, yes.
It's true. How you can accuse him is a bit, yeah.
Yeah, because this is the one I do get
Take
the
it
lyric.
from me. Benjamin is under that big palm tree, tall palm tree.
No, it's
That's
no,
it. No buts. Benjamin is on his desk, coconuts.
that's it. Yes.
Oh,
No, we're gonna get music in a second.
Benjamin is on his desk, coconuts.
And so on and so forth.
This is hard going, the line before, yes. Say last week we did it the next line, this one we've done it the one before. So that's your questions 1 to 10, your bonus. Are you able to match up the lyrics to the song titles? So question 1, The colours faded into darkness. I was left alone is Any Dream Will Do.
Question 2. The answer is Jacob and Sons. So, thanks to the number of children he had was Jacob and Sons.
Joseph, Jacob's favourite son. And you've got
Question 3. Over to you, Laura. Question 3.
We Brothers Do Not Know is from Joseph Dreams.
And question 4. Life, peace, and love never dies. There's one more angel in heaven.
There's one more
star in the sky. That's it.
Joseph, the things that you stood for, like truth and life never die.
Question 5. Just give me a number instead of my name. Comes from, hang on a minute. Close every door when he's locked in jail, when he sings that with the bars around him. So close every door, question 5.
And question 6, there I was standing with baskets of bread is Go, 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 Joseph. Go, 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 Joseph, you know what they say. Hang on now, Joseph, you'll make
it someday. Sha-la-la, Joseph,
you're doing fine. Yeah, that's the one that harmonises, and yeah, that's what I need the backing to go up.
Number 7, but I don't have a clue. Well, you know that kings ain't stupid is the Song of the King. Song of the King.
7 fat cows.
7 fat cows came wandering along. Right.
Number 8, Joseph, how can we ever say is from Stone the Crows. Joseph, how can we ever say all that we want to about you? We're so glad that you came this way.
Question 9 is, have they gone? Where did they go? Eh bien, raise your beret is those Canaan days.
We used to know. Where
have they gone?
Where did they go?
The 9 is Canaan days. Are you doing number 10, Laura?
If you want, yeah. And Benjamin is honest as cocoa nuts is Benjamin's Calypso. And that's it. That's the end of your 4 rounds. So give yourself 1 point for question 1 to 10. And
golly, there's 10. You obviously did 1 for each question.
Yeah. Give yourself 1 point each for the bonus for 1 to 10. So that one's going to be out of 20. So it's 1 point for questions 1 to 10, and then 1 point for questions 1 to 10 of your bonus. And I'm just going to quickly ask the boss a quick question.
Somebody's got 10, it says down there. I got 10. Ryan. I only got 2. Oh no.
44, that last round killed me. Seriously, I've been a massive fan for 35 years and I only got 2. Oh, Victoria, hey, you gave it a bash. We got 20 in that round and only round we did good. So, total up your scores for all 4 rounds and pop your scores into the comments, please.
Like scores on the doors, Miss Ford, isn't it? Do you remember that?
Scores on the door. Now I'm just trying to think what programme was that?
Miss Forsyth. Scores on the
Forsyth,
doors, Miss Ford. Yeah.
So it's right, okay, so it's 44 your final total out of the whole quiz. I got 100%. Well done, Ryan.
Ryan, do you come every week, I wonder?
He does, and Ryan performs on some of the Joseph Facebook pages as well.
Oh.
Yeah, he's been. I don't know if any of the cast have sung with him yet, but no, he does. He goes on and he sings, and some of the cast have interacted when he's been singing. It's been really good. Overall total 39. Well done, Jordan. Just I think what's out of this week. 15, 30, 45, 65.
65, yeah.
Generation game, Laura is too young really to remember. And now I remember the Generation game when it was Larry Grayson.
That was a long time ago.
I do remember the early 80s versions of it, because that was Saturday night TV. But no, I don't remember Bruce Forsyth doing the Generation game. Too embarrassed. Oh, Victoria! So what did you get through the rest of it, Jordan?
Total 30.
28. Well done. I recently did a quiz by myself, and I'm just trying to think, what was it out of? 60 odd, and I got 19, and it was just like, oh boy. But it was a really hard one, but it's the taking part that counts. It's not the winning, it's the participating and interacting and enjoying yourself.
And also making your brain work, because it's so easy when you're just stuck at home. Your brain just like switching off. If you know what I mean.
Keeps yourself active and a bit of escapism, and it's good fun. So so we've got Victoria on 28, Fiona's on 44. Jordan, what are you on?
30.
Was it 39? Yes. Well done, guys. That was really good. Our total was 39 for everything. Only round we was good at was the Joseph round. Hey, it's the taking part. You should get Paige to write one for you. Yes, Paige does. My niece does some brilliant ones. Well, if I can get a hold of her. Yes, if Paige wants to write next week's one, I won't say no to that. That'll be really good. Thank you. So when's everybody free next week? When would you like one next week? I'm just trying to think. We've got a Q&A Monday night. What have we got on Tuesday night, Adam? Or am I thinking podcasts? There's so much going on with interviews and podcasts and radio interviews. Loads going on next week. Yes, and you're going to be doing another live on the page, I believe, Ryan. So you want the same time next week? I'll message her to that. Thank you, Fiona. So we'll go for the same time next week then. What, 7:30? Going to DM you about Tuesday night. Okay, thank you, Jordan. So at the moment, we'll say next quiz night, next Friday, and we'll probably go for a 7 o'clock start next week. And we'll keep you updated as to all the details.
I
And
can't wait.
hopefully,
Yeah, what's that?
hopefully we'll have a release date to announce next week. And we've got Adam Lacey, our executive producer's Q&A is tomorrow at 7 p.m. live on the page with Adam Smith. And on Sunday, we have a very special guest Q&A. Jess Conrad, OBE, is joining us 7 p.m. on Sunday for a lovely Q&A session. Find out about all his times in Joseph, and he's got some really juicy gossip stories to tell us. Who won? Who won this week? I believe it was Fiona at 44. Yes, Jordan 39, Victoria. Yes, Fiona's the winner this week with a 44 points. So well done, Fiona.
Should we give her a clap? Round of applause.
Yay! Well done. Hope you all enjoyed that, and thank you very much for joining us. Keep an eye out on the page. As I say, we will post out a schedule of timeline of what's going on this week. Say Q&A tomorrow 7 p.m, Q&A Sunday 7 p.m. We've got something's on Monday, and Jordan is going to contact me about what's happening on Tuesday. So say keep an eye on the page. There's stuff coming out all the time. And oh yes, not only is Jess Conrad got juicy gossip stories, he's got a brilliant one to tell us that includes Freddie Starr. So if you want to hear about Jess Conrad and Freddie Starr, tune in 7 o'clock on Sunday evening. Thanks very much for joining us, everyone, and thank you so much, Tanya. It's been an absolute pleasure working with you this evening.
Thank you.
So
Even we were doing mime sign language.
We got there. It was good.
We got there. Bye.
Take care, everyone. Thank you. Bye-bye.